everyone. First of all, let me introduce myself. My name is Safira Fauziah, and today I would like to tell you about the novel called Interest of Justice by Nancy Taylor Rosenberg. When I first saw the title Interest of Justice, I thought it would be a simple story about judge and courtrooms, but after I start reading, I realized it's much more than that. It's not only about the law, it's also about family, trust, murder, and hidden secret. Now, let me tell you the story. The main character is Lara Sanderson. She's a judge in Orange County, California. Lara is smart, honest, and takes her job very seriously. Before becoming a judge, she worked as a prosecutor for many years. Because of that, she knows the law very well. Lara also has a mentor named Judge Iron Murdoch. She has guides Lara throughout her career, so Lara sees her most like family. Lara believes that a judge must always follow the law, even when it's very difficult. She believes that everyone deserves a fair trial, no matter who they are. At the beginning of the story, Lara is working on a very famous murder case. The victim is a young college student named Jessica Van Horn. She was kidnapped, raped, and murdered. The police arrested a man named Thomas Henderson. Everyone believed the case was already finished because Henderson confessed to crime. The victim's family believed justice would finally be done. The police believed they had catched the right man. Everything seems clear, but then something unexpected happened. During the trial, Lara learned that the police had beaten Henderson before he confessed. He did not confess because he wanted to tell the truth. He confessed because he was hurt and forced to do it. This changed everything. According to the law, a confession that is forged can be used as evidence in court. Now, Lara has a very difficult choice. As a normal person, she also believes Henderson is probably guilty. But as a judge, he can't make a decision based on her feelings. She has to follow the law. After thinking carefully, Lara makes a decision that changes her life. She says that Henderson's confessions can be accepted as evidence. Without that confession, the prosecutor does not have enough evidence to continue the case. So Thomas Henderson is released. Guys, can you imagine what happened next? Yeah, the courtroom becomes silent for a moment. Then everything becomes chaotic. Jessica's family start crying. Some people shout at Lara. Many people believe she has just helped a murderer's escape. Even the newspaper criticize her. To everyone else, Lara looks like the villain. But inside, Lara is also hurting. She keeps asking herself, is she made the right decision? She knows many people will never understand her choice. But she also knows that if a judge ignores the law because of emotions, the judge will lose its meaning. After leaving the courtroom, Lara thinks the war part is over. She tries to continue her normal life and focus on her work. Late one night, someone suddenly knocks on her door. When Lara opens it, she is surprised to see her younger sister, Ivory. She looks very different from usual. She is nervous, scared, and keeps looking behind her, as if someone is following her. She tells Lara that she feels unsafe, but she refuses to explain what is really happening. Lara immediately wants to call the police because she can see that something is wrong. However, Ivory says no. She is only asked to use Lara's phone so she can call her husband, Sam Perkins, to pick her up. Lara truly loved her sister, but they have not been close for a long time. They often argue because Ivory always has financial problem and keeps asking Lara for money. Lara also does not trust Sam. She thinks he is rude, drinks too much, and is not a good husband. That night, Lara tries several times to ask Ivory what's going on, but Ivory only says that everything is fine. A few minutes later, Sam arrived and Ivory left with him. Lara watched their car disappear into the night, never thinking that it will be the last time she ever sees her sister. A few days later, Lara received the most shocking news for her life. The police tell her that Ivory and Sam have both been murdered in their home. Lara can't believe what he's hearing. Just a few days earlier, she was talking to her sister, and now Ivory is gone forever. What makes it even more painful is that their lost conversation ends with another argument. Lara keeps thinking about that night. She wishes he had stopped Ivory from leaving or ask more questions, but now she knows he can never change what's happening. After the funeral, Lara's life changed completely. She becomes responsible for her teenage nephew, Joe, who has suddenly lost both of his parents. At first, their relationship feels awkward because they have not spent much time together before. Lara also feels unsure because she has never taken care of teenager before. Even though it is difficult, she promises herself that she will protect Josh and help him start a new life. Around the same time, Detective Ted Rickerson started investigating the murder. Lara and Ted spend more time working together to find the truth about what really happened to Ivory. As Lara and Ted continue investigating, they meet many people connected to the case. One of them is Becky Cummings, whose part crime become an important part of the investigation. They also discovered the terrible truth about Victor Adams, who had been sexually abusing his own daughters for years. This is one of the darkest part of the novel because the people who should have protected their children were actually the ones hurting them. The deeper Lara investigates, the more dangerous everything becomes. Someone always seems to know what the police are doing, almost as if someone is secretly giving information to the killer. Ted begins to suspect that the criminal has help from someone close to Lara. Because of this, he warns Lara many times not to tell anyone about the investigation. Unfortunately, Lara ignores his warning. She tells everything to Judge Iron because she believes Iron is the one person she can truly the most. From Lara's point of view, this decision makes perfect sense. Iron has always support her, help her career, and treat her kindly. Lara never even think that Iron could be hiding such a terrible secret. Looking back, this is probably Lara's biggest mistake because without realizing it, she's giving important information directly to the real criminal. Another important character is Emmett. She uses wheelchair because of his disability, but he is extremely intelligent, especially when it comes to computers. John decided to find the person he believes is responsible for his mother's murder. However, he becomes trapped inside that person's house and his life is in danger. Even though Emmett uses a wheelchair, he briefly climbed the star to save John. But in the end, he becomes one of the bravest characters in the story. Finally, all the evidence points to one person. The real killer is Judge Iron Murdoch. This was the biggest plot twist for me because Iron never looked suspicious. She always appeared calm, wise, and caring. But behind that image, she had been controlling everything from the beginning. She was responsible not only for Ivory murder but also for several other crimes. When Iron realizes that the police are close to catching her, she tries to escape by taking a flight from John Wayne Airport. But she makes one big mistake. She forgets that the gun she used to kill Pat Cummings is still in her handbag. Airport security find the gun and she is arrested before she can leave. After the case is over, Lara has to accept that Ivory is gone forever. The killer is finally caught, but it can take away Lara's sadness. Even so, the ending also gives us hope. Lara, John, and Emmett decide to start a new life together. Joe says he no longer wants her motorcycle he always dreamed about. Instead, he wants a dog because he wants them to be a real family. I think it's a sweet moment because it shows that people can heal after a difficult time. Lara also starts a new chapter in her life with Ted Rickerson. After solving the case together, they finally find someone they can truly trust. Overall, I really enjoy reading Interest of Justice. It's exciting, emotional, and full of surprises. The story kept me curious from the beginning until the end, and I could never be sure what could happen next. If you guys enjoy mystery stories, crime investigation, and or story that make you think about right and wrong, I think this novel is definitely worth reading. So that's the story of Interest of Justice by Nancy Taylor Rosenberg. I hope you guys enjoy listening to this retelling as much as I enjoy reading the novel. Guys, thank you so much for watching. Have a wonderful day. Bye bye.